Well, I think obviously it's about our conference, highlighting the student athletes in our conference, highlighting the coaches in our conference, and more importantly, highlighting the conference. And American is rising, and that's our logo, that's our dialogue, and that's something that we're taking pride in. Having 6 teams be in postseason tournament play last year is something that we're extremely proud of. I think our conference is gaining more and more respect every year with the product that we put on the floor, with the legendary coaches that's in our conference, with the young coaches, up-and-coming coaches that's in our conference, but more importantly, the strong student athletes in our conference. We have some high-quality students in our conference that have GPAs of 3.0 or better, and more importantly, we have guys in our conference, players in our conference that play the game the right way. They go out and they give everything they have on the court every single time out, and that's something that we're proud of as a conference. Well, I think it's an opportunity to obviously highlight our team, highlight some different things that we're excited about during the season, some of our goals and expectations. Number one, it's a chance to have some really good ongoing conversations with the legendary coaches in our conference just about best practices, where our game is going, how can we help our game continue to grow. And it's a great experience for our student athletes to get a chance to talk about some of the things that they're working on, some of their goals, what their expectations are, and how happy they are to be a part of such an up-and-coming conference. Well, Alicia Lovett, she's one of the reasons why I love coming to my job every day. She's always smiling. For her to face the adversity that she faced last year with her Achilles, and for her to come back, just with a different appreciation and knowledge of the game, and for her to come back as a 5th-year senior to be able to represent us from a leadership standpoint, I think it's something that's going to really, really be a good impact on our team moving forward. Well, our style of play is going to be a little different this year. We're going to play an up-tempo style on both ends of the floor. We're going to pressure on defense. We're going to run up and down on offense to get some really good opportunities to score quickly in transition. And I'm most excited. We have 12 guys on our roster this year, and every single one of those players, they have expectations to help our team in some type of way on the floor this year, whether it's leadership, whether it's basketball impact, whether it's academically, whether it's being a good teammate. All 12 of our guys are important to this team this year, and we're going to need every one of those guys to come to practice, come into games to give us everything they have. Our motto this year is the power of we. Whether it's coaches, whether it's players, whether it's the trainer, managers, our administration, our fans, our donors, every party is going to be a part of the success of our team this year, and we look forward to having that involvement. Well, from a coaching perspective, knowing that those rules were going to come into play this year, I spent a lot of time watching and attending WNBA games because they're on the rules, and to see as a coach on film, watching them in person as well, just the flow of the game, how the game is different to what we're used to. And on top of that, in practice situations, putting them in those situations, 10 seconds in the backcourt, the last minute of the game, being able to call a timeout and advance the ball to half court, and what type of plays we're going to run out of that depending on how much time is on a shot clock or on the game clock. So I think it's about knowledge, it's about asking questions, and it's about actually putting our players and our coaching staff in a position so that, as the rules come, it won't be necessarily the first time we've seen them or experienced them. It's a process. It's going to be some things that we have to work through and get adjusted to, but at the same time, I think it's going to be good for our game and how we grow the game and how fast the game goes, and the tempo and just the overall structure of the game, and I think it's going to help the game overall. Well, we've always been known to play extremely hard. We're going to play hard every game. I think this year we're hoping to be more efficient, more fundamentally sound, and we're looking to play more guys than we've ever played. In the last few years, based on, unfortunately, we've been bitten by the injury bug. We've been limited to, 6, 7, maybe 8 guys in our rotation. This year we have 12 players, and as long as our 12 players are healthy, I want to get everybody involved in the rotation, because you never know when they're going to be counted on, and I want everybody to be ready, and I want everybody on our team to know that you can bring something to our team when you're on the floor, whether it's in practice and games, to help us be better. And I want to give them the confidence to know that they can help us be better by coaching them, by being positive, by being consistent, and believing in our team, and knowing that we're going to believe in each other. Well, obviously we were picked, to finish in 10th place, and I think in practices, we're practicing hard. You know, the preseason rankings, you know, it's for media day. You know, it's a story in the preseason, but we still have to play the games. And we're going to approach every practice and we're going to approach every game like we're starting, and we want to compete every possession to give us a chance to be successful at the end. So we're going to use it as a motivational factor. It's not where you're picked to finish, but it's where you finish and how much confidence and belief that we have in ourselves and in each other in our program.